Now I want to talk to you about a different way to find equations of lines. It's with something called point-slope form. I will show you, or I've shown you in class, how this is derived. So the purpose of this video is really just to apply this formula. So you've got to remember that y1 and x1, they come from a given point. And of course we know that m is the slope. So there's three pieces of information you need to apply this formula. Well, two pieces actually. You need a slope and you need a point that the line goes through. So, and of course if you know the point, there's two pieces of information in that point. So anyway, it's really just a matter of substituting in. So what I want to do here, grab my red marker, is I'm going to go on ahead and I'm going to write y minus, and I'm going to go ahead and leave a blank where y1 is, equals, and I'm going to leave a blank where m is, okay, x minus, I'm going to leave a blank where x1 is, like so. When you're doing these equations, there's three blanks you need to fill in, or that you need to substitute in for. Don't forget, just like in the slope formula, these minuses are part of the formula. So if you have a negative number, you've got to put the negative in there. All right, so when you've got a point, you've got an x and a y value. So y minus y1, the value of y1 is 6. Equals m, the value of the slope is -2, times x minus, and then x1, the value of x1 is 2 also. All right. Now, this is technically the equation of a line. Most of the time in the instructions for your homework, it's going to ask you to put that line in either slope-intercept form. Slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b, or standard form, ax plus by equals c. So we're going to do a little simplifying. It's usually easiest to put it into slope-intercept form. So to do that, there's no parentheses in y equals mx plus b. So we've got to get rid of those parentheses through the distributive property. So y minus 6 equals -2x, and -2 times -2 is +4. And slope-intercept are also is nothing next to the y. So I've got to go get rid of the -6, so I'll go +6 to both sides. Just using my equation rules here, gives me y equals -2x plus 10. Now that's slope-intercept form. The beautiful part about this now is that, hey, if I want to get it into standard form, ax plus by equals c, okay, all I would need to do, I'm going to go ahead and do this in red, is +2x to both sides. This one's pretty nice and easy. And in standard form, this would be 2x plus y equals 10. So pretty straightforward. This is slope-intercept form, this is standard form, and this is point-slope form right here. Point-slope form really looks pretty ugly. These two are both useful if we want to graph it. All right, let's do a second one. All right, so now I have y minus y1, m times the x minus the x1. All right. No slope up there. What do you do if there's no slope? Every single equation that I've had you find, you always need the slope. And we've got to give you enough information to find the slope. You have 2 points, don't you? If you have 2 points, you have enough information to find the slope. Okay, so let's calculate the slope quickly. So m equals y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. I'm going to go ahead and call this one 0.1 and the one that's to the right 0.2. So y2 is 7 and the minus is from the formula. Y1 is 2. X2 is 8. The minus is from the formula. And X1 is 3. 7 minus 2 is 5. 8 minus 3 is 5. 5 over 5 is 1. So we have a slope of 1. So now when I substitute in, and notice I'm leaving spots for Y1, M, and X1 so that I can now substitute in. Y minus Y1. I just went ahead and used the point that I've already assigned as 1. It'll work with both points. So Y minus 2 equals the M, which is 1, times X minus 3. I love doing distributive with 1 because nothing changes. You just get to lose the parentheses, and you add 2 to both sides, and you get Y equals X, and negative 3 plus 2 will be Y equals X minus 1. Okay, for the third one, this says we want one that's, oh, I forgot a piece of information. Y, the line parallel to Y equals 2X plus 6, and it's got to go through the point negative 2, 4. This has got to go through negative 2, 4. Okay, so parallel slopes. You remember what you learned earlier about parallel slopes. If two lines are parallel, they have the same slant, don't they? So the slope is 2. So now I've got my formula. Y minus Y1 equals M times X minus X1. Just leave my blanks there and then I substitute them in. Y minus, the value of Y1 is 4 times M, which is 2, and X1 is negative 2. This minus comes from the formula. This sign is right here for the negative on the negative 2. All right, simplify. What do you do when there's two negatives in a row? Plus, plus. Go ahead and do the distributive property. Y minus 4 equals 2x. And 2 times 2, that would be plus 4. And then I'm going to add 4 to both sides. Plus 4, plus 4. Y equals 2x plus 8. So anyway, there you have it. Take your time when you're doing these problems. It's simply a matter of substituting in and solving. You may notice that I didn't pick any fractions here, and there are some fractions in your homework. Process is exactly the same. You're just going to have to do some fraction arithmetic. And I know that's not a lot of fun, but it happens. If you have any trouble, come on in and see me. Otherwise, good luck.